Nowruz is the name of the Iranian New Year, also known as the Persian New Year, which is celebrated worldwide by the Iranians, along with some other ethno-linguistic groups, as the beginning of the new year. Although having Iranian and religious Zoroastrian origins, Nowruz has been celebrated by people from diverse ethno-linguistic communities. It has been celebrated for over 3,000 years in Western Asia, Central Asia, the Caucasus, the Black Sea Basin, and the Balkans.It is a secular holiday for most celebrants that is enjoyed by people of several different faiths, but remains a holy day for Zoroastrians. Nowruz is the day of the vernal equinox, and marks the beginning of spring in the Northern Hemisphere. It marks the first day of the first month in the Iranian calendar. It usually occurs on March 21st or the previous or following day, depending on where it is observed. The moment the sun crosses the celestial equator and equalizes night and day is calculated exactly every year, and families gather together to observe the rituals. Although it is not clear whether Proto-Indo-Iranians celebrated a feast as the first day of the calendar, there are indications that Iranians may have observed the beginning of both autumn and spring, respectively related to the harvest and the sowing of seeds, for the celebration of the New Year. Mary Boyce and France Greenet explain the traditions for seasonal festivals and comment, it is possible that the splendor of the Babylonian festivities at this season led the Iranians to develop their own spring festival into an established New Year feast, with the name Nowruz New Year. Since the communal observations of the ancient Iranians appear in general to have been seasonal ones, and related to agriculture, it is probable that they traditionally held festivals in both autumn and spring, to mark the major turning points of the natural year. Nowruz is partly rooted in the tradition of Iranian religions, such as Mitraism and Zoroastrianism. In Mitraism, festivals had a deep linkage with the sun's light. The Iranian festivals such as Murgan, Tirgan, and the Eve of Shel Yezamestan also had an origin in the sun god. Among other ideas, Zoroastrianism is the first monotheistic religion that emphasizes broad concepts such as the corresponding work of good and evil in the world, and the connection of humans to nature. Zoroastrian practices were dominant for much of the history of ancient Iran. In Zoroastrianism, the 7 most important Zoroastrian festivals are the 6 Gahambar festivals and Nowruz, which occurs at the spring equinox. According to Mary Boyce, it seems a reasonable surmise that Nowruz, the holiest of them all, with deep doctrinal significance, was founded by Zoroaster himself, although there is no clear date of origin. Between sunset on the day of the 6th Gahambar and sunrise of Nowruz, Hamaspathamadea was celebrated. This and the Gahambars are the only festivals named in the surviving text of the Avesta. The 10th century scholar Biruni, in his work Kitab al-Tafhum li-Awa il-Sinat al-Tanjim, provides a description of the calendars of various nations. Besides the Iranian calendar, various festivals of Greeks, Jews, Arabs, Sabians, and other nations are mentioned in the book. In the section on the Iranian calendar, he mentions Nowruz, Sadeh, Tirgan, Murgan, the 6 Gahambars, Farvardigan, Bamanja, Esfand Armas and several other festivals. According to him, it is the belief of the Iranians that Nowruz marks the first day when the universe started its motion. The Persian historian Balkans.It, in his work titled Zayn al-Akbar, under the section of the Zoroastrians' festivals, mentions Nowruz, among other festivals, and specifically points out that Zoroaster highly emphasized the celebration of Nowruz and Murgan.